There we go.
All right. And the game looks like it's all correct. It was correctly saved, so everything's more or less where it should be.
That's not correctly saved. There are too many Austrian units on the map.
Oh, yes. Well, I hate to break it to you. That's the Austrians had discovered an early version of cloning. These are our clone warriors. That's why they're wearing white. They look like stormtroopers this way. So,
Is this Count of San Diego? Is he a Spanish fighter or what?
he's definitely Habsburg.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you were, he's got the Habsburg chin or something like that. That's why he wears a beard, to hide the Habsburg chin.
I see.
So, oh yeah.
I go by Don Quixote.
Don Quixote de la Mancha. There you
Well,
go.
we got a windmill for you.
Yep. On at least a few of these battlefields, there's windmills. I don't think there's a windmill on this battlefield, but there's a bridge. You can charge your lances across the bridge. So, of course, the problem with that is that makes David Sancho Panza. So.
I can't do that to David now.
Yes. We like David
Forget
too
that.
much. There you go.
No. Yeah, when
Well, you could say that you are. I can't remember the alias of Zorro. It was Don Carlo.
Zorro, yeah.
Well, that was, but he had like an alias. His real persona was something or other, and then he was Zorro to everybody else. It's kind of like Bruce Wayne. So whatever the Bruce Wayne equivalent is for Zorro, I can't remember it. Maybe that's what you can come back as next time, Robert.
Well, the Russians have made the sign of the Z not too popular.
Oh yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've got everything set and ready, and then we are at the 340 turn. So we are just racing right along. And it is I'm sure we probably want to chat a little bit in our respective headquarters, catch up on what we're going to do, and then we can come back and proceed with the turn. Does that sound like a deal?
Maybe I'll be Inigo Montoya.
There you go.
You killed my father.
Yes. All right. So we'll go to French. No, we'll go to Coalition HQ. See you down there, Albert.
Okay.
So let's make it about less than 10 minutes if humanly possible.
Oh, I know. 45.
I don't think they can do that.
All right, Albert. So you've missed a little bit. We've had I put some of the guns out there to kind of harass his cavalry. We've kind of got parity there right now,
It's a Mexican standoff right now.
It is a bit of a Mexican standoff. And then we've got all of these reinforcements that came in that have the little mass marker on them. They can move instead of 6, they can move 7. So the advantage is they can move faster. The disadvantage is that cavalry is only 25% less effective against them in a charge. But we don't really have to worry about that right now, so it's pretty far away. I've got some of the infantry are in column because they're escorting guns. And the idea is just let's march down to that central spot between Aspern and Essling, and then we can kind of see what's a possibility. We've got more artillery we can use against his cavalry, and we've got more infantry that can support our cavalry, and then we can start to make a move on Essling, and just kind of see how it all plays out.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Cool. So I've got the bulk of the cavalry out there is yours to to maneuver, and then we've
You
got
know,
those reinforcements.
I don't think there's anything that we need to do for now. I think we just bring our more artillery down and the infantry, so we can use combined arms maybe and start to mess with them then.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's our best thing to do. But we'll see what they do if they try to charge or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, it could get a little messy in there. So we'll just kind of see how that plays out. But
Well, we looks like to me we might have a little bit of an advantage, but we'll have more of an advantage later.
oh yeah, yeah. And so, because he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 units. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I've got this
Ours
right
are
here,
bigger.
15. And then we've got a couple more coming in. So the guys that were those hussars, that 17 factor hussar, they recovered,
they'll
they
be
rested.
Yeah.
We've got
You got a
some more
15,
hussar.
14
Yep,
back
they're
there.
coming. They recovered. And then there's some chevaux de guerre with the reinforcements that came in. So between all of that, we should have
A slight advantage.
slight advantage, or at least it's kind of parity. So so we'll see. I've got our horse guns kind of where we can possibly roll some
Yeah,
up
see
and draw
those.
some stuff if we need to. And yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Well, it'll pester him for a while.
In theory,
Maybe
yes.
Marshal Bond, the Count of San Diego, be unable to restrain himself.
Well,
And
he's basically been. I think he's dealing with the defense of Aspern right now. So,
yeah. So
David's
we have David,
yeah.
who David may get
David
bored
sent
and
some.
launch
Yeah,
it.
David sent some reinforcements. You see, they kind of stripped stuff away from Essling. They're sending more stuff over towards Aspern, and so therefore that should potentially.
Yeah, then maybe that's an opportunity. And
Yeah, so when we get our stuff down, then they're going to be a little hard pressed, because I don't know that they're getting anything. I don't think they're getting anything closer to like 5 o'clock or so. Let me pull it up here real quick.
I think I'll. What do you about? I think I'll send maybe a regiment or 2 regiments, maybe a division, not to the central point, but out to the side of Essling to keep him spread out,
I think that's probably a good plan.
and then the opportunist, keep him from stripping one side to protect.
Yeah, they're getting an infantry division in at 4:20. So in about, let's see, 1, 2, 3 turns, they'll be getting some stuff coming across the river, and then they'll get some more cavalry at 5:20, and then they'll be getting more stuff. So they're getting a ton of. It looks like, well, some of that looks like it's trillier chasseurs. That looks like it's guard, maybe. Yeah, fusiliers. So that must be elements of the Imperial Guard that are coming over at like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, that time period. So, yeah, they're only going to have, they're only getting 1 infantry division showing up at 4:20. And then after that, they're getting some guard regiments. And that's mostly just cavalry after that. So,
Okay, by that time you will have taken Aspern.
that would be the hope. And then you should
We
be
will
assaulting Essling.
We'll reduce it to ruins.
Yeah. And then our midget submarine will be blowing the bridge. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, where are those boys? Let's go back up to the room.
Yep.
Oh, they're still. Those
They're
boys
still
have.
having a big powwow.
They have a little bit of. I wonder whether they are on the same page sometimes.
Well, I know sometimes David likes to kind of go into details on trying to figure out, what to charge, where to charge, stuff like that. So I know sometimes that takes a little time to kind of sort out what you want to do.
All right. Well, as Napoleon says, don't interrupt your enemy while he's making a mistake.
There you go. Well, that's normally the advice that we have for ourselves here. So we're the ones normally making the mistake.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Yeah.
And it takes us, I look at those guys. It's going to take them forever to march down there. So
yeah, it's going to take. They're probably going to show up.
Just after the moment when they could have made a big difference.
Yeah. Well, if it weren't really exciting, if it wasn't a nail biter.
Oh, we wanted a nail biter. Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll be getting more stuff at 5 and 5:20. So we'll be getting a fair amount more stuff kind of coming in closer to at 5:20 we get a bunch of stuff that comes in there almost directly east of Essling. So we can march that.
How's your friend Mr. Soto doing?
He's doing well. We didn't see each other last week. Robert had spring break, so he and I got together and played. So we played about 3 games on last Tuesday. We played that little Albarera 1811. It's that brigade level game from White Dog Games. That was really fun. We enjoyed that.
Is
So
that
play that?
Is that the Terry Daugherty game?
No. This is one that's been out for a while. It's kind of it's brigade level, so you've kind of have area movement, and you've got this idea of you're on the approaches or you're in the area. So it's similar to the Bonaparte at Marengo that came out 20 years ago, but I think it's been refined in a way that makes it gives it more of a Napoleonic feel. And so then after that we played War at Sea, our classic Avalon Hill game that we always enjoy. So we had some fun with that. And then last game we played, what was it? Oh, it was Napoleon Returns 1815, which is a game that came out maybe a couple of years ago. I did a video on the channel for it, and basically,
is that a Zucker game?
It is not. It is I think either Worthington Publishing put it out, or maybe Circle Fort Games put it out. But it is it's the Waterloo campaign at a core level. And then when you do combat, you've got combat cards, and you draw a certain amount of combat cards based on how many sort of the situation with your core and kind of the core leadership and strength, and then if you have a leader there like Napoleon or Blucher or Wellington, so it makes for a fun and interesting game. This is I played it solitaire a few times, but it's much more fun playing it with other people. So Robert and I had a good time, and it's a kind of game you can kind of bang out in a couple of hours, and so it's not too bad. Yeah, so we got 3 games in face to face.
That's nice.
It is. Well, and the remarkable thing is that I did not sink the Bismarck or the Tirpitz.
No, but it survived.
They both survived, and so
Eric.
Yeah, I know. But I sunk just about every other surface ship the German
was.
fleet had. Those were, I think, the only two ships they had left. So it was pretty messy.
They both went to Antarctica to continue the war.
They did well, or they. I thought that they sailed to Argentina with with I don't know what was the old joke that Hitler's frozen head or something like that. Or I'm thinking of Walt Disney. It's hard to.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Argentina. There you go. So something
So
like that.
They got some diesel down there, huh? But they run on diesel diesel, right? What do they run on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, their ship ran on diesel compared to heavy oil.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, have you guys figured out what you're going to do?
Dave?
I don't know. Have we?
Well, you guys had a little bit of time to talk about it. So
They want to go back down to the room.
No. So it is charge phase. So do the French want to declare any charges?
I don't.
Okay. Robert?
No. You're in charge of the cavalry, Dave. So.
Well, you're in charge. You've got the Malamutes with Napoleon. So I thought you would charge those. Napoleon leading the way.
I want to unleash them. They're my secret weapon.
They are your secret weapon.
Turn the tide at the end.
There you go. Well, I do have to share a joke with you, or interesting thing, because when I was playing, playtesting Mont Saint Jean at Consim with Ed Wimble and Tom and we're getting towards the very end, and so Napoleon had moved forward to keep a bunch of the corps in command. And so they thought, well, we could charge. Maybe we could get Napoleon. But he's got a stack of 6 or 7 different cavalry units with him. So they would come, they were trying to charge, they would try to get through, and they were getting shot up and whatever else. And then I would just opportunity charge them and or reaction charge with the Malamutes, and then I'd reaction charge with somebody else, the Polish Lancers. There's little squadrons of this, and so they never got anywhere near Napoleon. But so at least the Malamutes and some of those other little gendarme units got thrown in there at Waterloo to defend Napoleon. So
yeah, good.
Yeah. All right, so no charges, so that means it is time for movement. So, Robert, do you want to go into a separate room so I can chat, and then David and Albert can kind of keep an eye on each other? So, game room 1, Rob? All right. So, what do you want to move?
Well, I got to talk to Dave first. So.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. All right. I'll start down in the south here. The Trilliors, I'm gonna pull back one more here.
Okay.
And that's about all the movement they can do.
Okay.
They can't get across the river.
Gonna take a little time.
Yeah. Then the disordered unit there, I am going to move across the river.
So he's got half movement being disordered.
So that would be...
So it's going to be 3. So crossing the stream is +2. So yeah, he can pop over there.
So that's 3, and then he can...
And then that's it. That's all the more he can do.
Well, he's 7. I always round up everything, so that's 4 movement.
Okay. Well, if you want to move him back one more, I will.
What do you do? Do you round up or
down? I could take a look and see if there's anything in there. I don't know if I can't recall anywhere specifically that it says.
I'll just leave
if
it
you
there.
round up or down.
I could care less. So
I don't know that it's going to make a big difference one way or the other. But you're welcome to move him one more if you want to.
It will not make it. I'm just wondering. Okay. So, the artillery in the garden is in general order?
So the
Or in row?
gardens. Let's
You
see what the
can't, you
gardens are
can't,
considered.
it, basically it says you can't stack there.
Yeah, woods and gardens, artillery cannot. Oh, so you shouldn't even have those guys in there. They can't
That's what I was
be in
thinking.
there. So they
Okay.
should be like,
We'll put them there.
yeah.
And then we'll instead move
Yeah, they can
them.
move through the town, but they can't move into the woods and gardens.
They can move through it, but they can't stop there. That's what from my
Yes,
reading of the
yes,
rules,
they can move through, but they can't stop.
So that's why I was going to say
Yeah.
you'd have done that.
Yeah, because there's stacking's prohibited there from the looks of it.
Yeah. Okay. So we got that artillery then would be in general order in the city and the town. So we're just going to move that. We're going to switch infantries. And
What? You're not leaving Baden's finest to take
Baden's-
on?
Baden's finest is we're gonna put this artillery here and limber it.
Okay.
Baden's finest can.
Oh, that's a nice little piece of artillery, as is most of the French artillery.
They can be the what do we call it? The last ditch effort. Oh, he moved him already. So I got that unlimbered there. The Badens are back there. These guys will move through the Badens. Go here. And that's that. And then what does it cost to about face? I was trying to find about
to change facing, it just cost 1.
Oh, to any direction.
Yeah, and then you can basically spin any way you want.
Okay, and does that generate opportunity fire or no?
It does not. So
But then leaving the hex
exiting a hex is what generates opportunity fire.
Okay.
Or changing formation. So if you change from column to line, or you unlimbered, or whatever else, it could trimber. So if you wanted to, say you've got this 7-7 unit that's down here,
yeah,
you could about face them, and then as they moved away, they could get shot at, and then you could turn them back around again, and they would be fine. So they'd only suffer the one opportunity fire from exiting the hex, not from changing orientation in the hex.
Okay, we'll do that. So as we're leaving here, then you can shoot at us.
Okay, and I've got, those are my Jaegers. So I got 3, and it's times 4, so it's going to be 12 to 6. It's going to be a 2-to-1 shot. 15, that's a miss.
Well, face themselves.
No shortage of brilliant leaders over there.
That's a positive. So we'll just move those guys sideways 1.
Okay, they can do that.
And then we'll move this leader here. What's this guy here? And there's not much left to those guys, so. We got those. So then we have guys here. So they will move. Yeah, I'm going to move these guys here.
Okay.
And so they'll change formation from 1, go up the slope, which is +1, so it's 3.
No, slope is just 1 for infantry. So
It's
plus
+1.
1. So it costs you
I
1
mean,
to turn, 3 to get there.
Yeah, that's why I just said
Oh,
3.
okay. My apologies.
Oh, no problem. And then 6. Now. And then,
All right.
anything else?
We're going to call that Stalingrad on the Danube.
Sort of. I need. Oh wait, hold on. I need one other thing. Oh, that's Legrand. He is Grand. Okay, then. Or yeah, it's 2. No, wait. Yeah, because upper right is artillery, right? Lower left is
Yeah, upper right is so upper left
artillery.
is infantry, lower left
Then
is
cavalry.
cavalry, upper right is artillery, and then lower right is morale.
Get more bonuses. Bonuses are good. Oh wow, who is that? We'll call. He's wicked. +4. No, you know this the last turn I really wanted to do. I don't.
What did you want to do?
I was going to attack your artillery there, 2 hexes, and put Napoleon in.
Oh,
I think I would have had a chance.
yeah, I think what they got repulsed or something like that.
No, I didn't even try it,
Oh,
but I was good because that heavy artillery stuff they could have been.
yeah,
You can
it's
only shoot at 1 hex. If you can only shoot 1 hex, and the other had a chance. So. With Napoleon. All right.
Okay.
all right.
Are we got?
So
We joined to watch.
Yep.
watch
So are you done
collapse.
moving stuff around then, Robert? Can I do my defensive fire?
Yeah, I've moved everything.
Cool. I've only got this one defensive fire here. So I've got 12 plus 5. I got 17. So I've got a 1-to-1 shot there. And that's a miss. And that's it for defensive fire. I don't think I got anything else that's adjacent. So it's time for you to start blasting away.
Okay. Oh, we'll do that. All right. So I have this.
I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Sure.
So you guys are what? 12 here, right?
Yeah. So you're going to have a 1-to-1 shot with a plus something. Maybe if you got a leader there, Unido, I think adds in
1
something.
to 1. 1 to 1 with +2.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
That's
Oh,
a
that's
hit. All right.
job.
We will add a hit to that. And those are my Jaegers. Let's see, when do they check?
All your units check at half an increment long.
Well, they're not as bad as the Spanish mobs.
No, not
Let's
at the end.
see. Jaegers check with every even numbered loss. So nothing yet.
Okay. There's just less of them there.
Yep,
Okay.
there's slightly fewer.
And then let's see. These guys will fire on two. Hungarians check on evens too, right?
Yeah, Hungarians are checking on even. Austrians are checking on odd, starting with the first hit.
All right. I got 8. Yeah, we'll go after these guys.
Okay.
So we'll have.
I think you probably got a 1-to-1 shot. You guys probably got 7 or 8. And
I don't know.
And I'm in column. Yeah, so it's 7 to 6. It's a 1-to-1.
Okay, 1-to-1. Here we go. Nope.
Nope.
That's it. All right. Then have these guys. So these guys are below the hill, so we can't shoot at those guys, but we could shoot at these guys.
Well, let's see. I don't think you can because they are. So they're
blocking.
1 hex away from the blocking terrain, and you're 1 hex away from the blocking terrain. So, line of sight, I think they are still under the crest of the hill, but let me just double check the line of sight rules here.
Yeah. What's the squeaking going on?
That is Allegory. Allegory has decided she wants to
Play.
Yeah, she got a new. It looks like she got a new ball, so she's running around the house chewing on it. So
Don't you know giving squeaking toys to dogs is a mistake? It's like giving drums to your little kid.
Let's see. So line of sight elevation. In general, if the intervening terrain or unit counter is closer to the firing unit than it is to the target hex, and the firing unit is on higher elevation, then the fire attack is permitted. If the firing hex is on lower elevation than the target hex, the blocking unit or terrain is closer to the target hex, then the attack is also permitted. So you're on higher elevation. If the intervening terrain is closer to the firing unit than it is to the target hex, so we're equidistant, right? The intervening terrain is 1 hex from you and it's 1 hex from me. So this guy can't shoot at that guy. This guy can shoot at that guy, but this guy can't. So this guy could shoot at this guy, right?
Yeah, he could.
Yeah, there's a line of sight there.
Okay. So he could fire at regular, let's see, that'd be 19 to...
19 to 6, so you're 3-to-1 odds with a plus something for your leader there.
+2, and then it's your size, and then another.
Yeah, so
plus
5. So it's a 3-to-1 with a +5.
+4.
Oh, +4. Okay.
3-to-1 with a +4. Oh.
So that's still a hit. Okay. All right. So that's this guy here. Oh, no, that's this guy here. Okay, cool. Who's next?
All right. And these guys... Dave, what do you think? Blast at the infantry or the cavalry?
I'd say that infantry is more of a threat to you than cavalry is.
Yeah, the cavalry can't attack into the town, so...
I'm just trying to be helpful to Dave, so he has less cavalry attacking. Okay, so that's a +6. So that would be
So you got 4-1 with a +6, plus
28 to 6.
yeah, that's 4-1. Yeah, 5-1 would be you'd have to have 30 points.
So it's 4-1 and +2 plus. So 4-1 with a +8.
Okay.
Oh,
So that's another single hit.
oh my gosh. How terrible. What terrible shooting. Okay. And this piece of artillery. Those are artillery piece. Okay, we'll shoot at that cavalry.
Okay. So you've got 1-1,
1-1.
46, and you've got enough pluses there to be a hit.
Oh, do I? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's well, I had 12 increments, so it's a +3, so that's going to bring it up to 52. So
Yeah.
let me make a morale check, and they pass.
Okay. Then we have this piece of artillery. We'll fire at these guys.
You can't really, because remember, this guy's in the way. We talked about line of sight.
I think it said when line of sight, when it's well, maybe I'm thinking of bar. When it's along the line, it's visible.
Well, let's just double check it so we're set here. If the line of sight passes directly down a hex edge between two hexes, and either of the two hexes would be blocking, the line of sight is blocked. So you wouldn't be able to shoot at the cavalry. You could shoot at the artillery there, or you could shoot at a target that's further distant.
Okay. The artillery, I couldn't do anything to. I don't think.
Well, I don't know. What have you got there?
18
It's
points.
12. It's going to be 12 to 8. So no, you're not going to. You need to get 2-1 in order to, if you roll a 66, to actually inconvenience the artillery.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You could shoot there at like
Yeah.
1-1 with plus
With a
7.
plus. Yeah, that's better. 1-1 with a +2 plus 7, so +9. Okay, 1-1 with +9.
Oh, that's
Oh.
going to be hit.
That's a leader to casualty.
If only I had. No, actually, a 65 or 66 is a leader casualty.
I know. I'm joking.
All right, here we go. Survey says they probably ran away. Yep, they did.
Oh.
So they're going to rout. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. All right. Well, that's okay. They get hit, they run away. More people keep running back in.
You got more where that came from.
Exactly. All right. So
That's
that's it for fire. Did you have any melee or assault?
Dave, did you have anything you wanted to shoot from over on the other side?
Yeah, I did that already.
Oh, you already did?
Yep.
I rolled a big 1-1.
Oh, I thought you probably at least took out 10 increments. Okay.
That's right. I think your guns explode when you roll that, or you run out of ammunition. That's what happens. So, all right, cool. Then you've got at least a couple of people that need to roll for reorganization.
Yes.
So first roll for the guy who's routed. So he's half dead. He's routed, so he's got a -12, and then he's got a plus something for the leader he's stacked with.
Let's see what that is. A plus.
So
Oh,
+1.
plus.
So you've got a -11 altogether.
All right.
Thought you were going to move
32.
Napoleon in there.
So he's
I
just going to
forgot
keep
about
running. He's going to run 7 hexes away.
That's probably about as far as he can get.
So he's not going to go. He's not going to go into the woods. He'll go across clear terrain. So you'd go
What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. He's going to go through clear terrain first before going through harsh terrain.
You got another one further south there.
Yeah. Same thing, except this time it's only a -9 instead of a -11.
No,
That's still not good enough.
All right, we have this disordered unit up here.
Yeah. So he's
Got just a -3.
yep, just a -3.
Oh my
Now that's
God!
enough to rout.
What is with this stuff? Gosh, I can't. Not going for.
Oh, simple bad player decisions.
I think so.
So you can move him. That's going to be what?
4.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, kind of a thing. I looked it up. I think that's a brickworks. Zeigelwerk. So.
No, we don't trust you because you called the granary a church.
Yes. Well, you know.
Well, when it comes to food, yeah, it would be a church, wouldn't it?
That's right. I can quote Bible passages at you. That's right. Man does not live on the bread alone, but on...
Oh, no, don't do it in real life.
That's all right. I'll spare everybody that.
Yeah, Martin Luther is another game system.
Oh, is that it? I haven't played that one. Let's see. Is it as popular as the Spanish Inquisition game system?
Martin Luther edition. I like that.
Exactly.
They should replace the Marie Louise rules with Martin Luther.
There you go. That's right. That's where you accuse your opponent of being a heretic.
You're not one of the elect. Oh no, that's John Calvin.
Yes, Calvin's
Not
with
one
the
of
elect. You're either with the elect or you're not part of the elect. So, okay,
Well,
cool.
French are all elects.
So, it's now the Austrian turn.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, time to worry.
Gotta pay attention.
Yep, you gotta wake up now. Gotta wake up.
I just started the timer. We've already used a minute.
Oh, there you go. All right, so why don't you and Dave go separately? You guys can figure out what you're doing. And
We have to go?
I don't know. You guys can stay. I mean, there's
banishing us from the garden?
No.
Okay, I'm good.
I mean,
go to room. We'll go to the lobby.
So are you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mr. Bond. I'm going to start up here on the road to
Cavalry
Mandalay.
charges. We forgot to ask about cavalry charges.
Oh, I don't think we were planning on doing any. So.
Okay, so Albert's not going to do anything.
Yeah, Albert's not going to do any. So we're just going to kind of hang out. So I've got to figure out if I want how many Austrians I want to have get killed. So this guy is going to go here, just like that. This guy's going to go there. This guy is going to go here. Well, do I want to put him there? 1, 2. What's this guy even worth? Oh, not a whole hell of a lot, but better than a poke in the eye. So we'll roll that guy up so we can take a pot shot at you. And this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, he's terrible. He can only go that far. All right, this guy's going to go here. This guy's going to go here. And can these guys go into skirmish mode? No, they cannot. Can he go into skirmish mode? Yes, he can. All right, so let's go. Let's put him in skirmish mode. Well, we'll move him up here, and then we'll put him in skirmish mode. Okay. All these guys who got scared away last time are going to come running forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, they're in line, so they will come back. 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Well, let's see if this guy's any good. He is definitely not any good. All of my leaders just suck.
I've never seen so many minuses on.
Yeah, it's like they were appointed for some other reason. I know it's hard to believe, but
Because they're the members of the polo club.
oh yeah, yeah, they are the Austrian finest. Austria's finest. Oh, we did have a couple of people that should have had their tired markers removed. Our cavalry. During your phase.
Oh, right, they had the French flag.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, this guy can just prolong forward there. This guy will move there. That guy will pivot. There we go. This guy's going to pull back. Whoops. All right, this guy will come here, and he's going to go into line. All right, this guy's going to come back, and he's going to go into line. All right.
One guy's just straight into the guns. You never know when you might get lucky.
We'll put this guy here, and we will unlimber him as well, so we'll have twice as much terribleness. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. All right, and let's bring some troops forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And we'll move these guys there. These guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those guys are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 6. All right, and then half 2, 4, 5, 5 and a half.
I can imagine being those poor town people there in Hirschstadt.
Yeah, poor Hirschstadt.
All those troops.
They probably had more people march through their village than ever lived there in the 500 years that the town may have existed.
Yeah.
So, all right. Okay, yeah, these guys are just complete garbage. We'll just put them in the back. They're really not worth much of anything. So, all right. That mostly takes care of things for me. I don't know if Albert is still shuffling things around. It looks like he might.
I don't really have any defensive fire except for from the church, I think. That's it. Oh, no. Yeah, these guys. Oh, these guys, I guess, can fire too. These four yours. Or
yeah, you got, yeah, you just the church and those guys there.
That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to move these guys there. That should work. Okay. Okay, so you can do your defensive fire. You've got, what, two increments left? So you've got 6 to 12.
12, 1 to 2.
Oh, well, that's as big a miss as you can do.
We're just telling you that we're there.
Yeah, I know. Well, they're in the swamp. Their gunpowder probably got soggy. All right, and then you've got those guys there. I think they were 7, right? So you had a 1-to-1 shot, was what we established.
So. So 1-to-1, 1-to-1 there, 1-to-1. I've got a leader there now. Okay, we'll do 1-to-1. Yeah, we wouldn't have 1-to-1. These guys are in line, so 1-to-1, and with the stack with your leader there.
Okay. 51 at 1-to-1. It is a miss.
Oh, just
very close. Very close. He felt the bullet whistle past his sleeve there. Yep. All right. Well, we can do a little bit of shooting at you. So we've got half of this hex can fire, or I mean half of this unit can fire. So I've got 5 increments. 5 times 4 is 20, and so therefore half of it is going to be 10. So I've got 10 to 12 there. I've got 5 increments here, right? 5 increments.
So you have half of it.
Right, so half of it. So 5 times, so what's 2.5 times 4? It's 10, right? So it's 10 to 12, right there. So I just doubled it and then just added that. So so it's a 10 to 12. 56, that's actually a hit on the 1-to-1.5 table. So those guys, that's their 3rd hit. Time for a morale check.
Hmm.
And they'll be half dead.
Yep. Let's see.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
they're
okay.
super happy. They're about as happy as you get.
Okay.
All right, then I've got my big heavy guns, and I've got my Truly Yours are going to fire on your unit that's there with your guns. So my Jaegers at a range of 2 hexes or ×3. So I've got 2.5 times 3. That's going to be, say, 7 from this. And then this is another 40. So it's going to be 47 to... what's your fire defense? Fire defense. Fire at 6, less 2 being stacked with infantry. So it's 10 to 1. 10 to 1 with a +2 for Hiller. 61 plus 2, that's going to be a 63. That's 4 hits. So
Wow.
2
That
hits
takes
on
out
the
our
infantry. Well, I don't know how much is it. Was it a 2 increment battery
Yeah. So
or a
it's-
1
it's-
increment battery? Oh, so that's
Two.
so 2. So that's eliminated. And then
And there
the
would be
and
one
then
hit.
the other 2 hits will go on the infantry.
Wait. That's then 6 hits. Because there's 2 hits.
So I got
One-
4 hits altogether, right?
Mhm.
So it's 1 infantry, 1 artillery, and then 1 more infantry.
No. So it's every even hit is a hit on the artillery. So the first hit goes on the infantry, second one goes on the artillery, next one goes on the infantry, last one goes on the artillery. So the artillery is eliminated because it only had 2 increments, and then there's 2 hits on the infantry. So the infantry should be up to 3 increments lost, and the artillery then goes off to the dead pile. And since that's the 3rd hit on the infantry, they've got to make a morale check.
Should have attacked that artillery. That's the point. Even if he died. Mhm. All right. Yeah, they're happy. All right.
All right, and then make your morale check.
I just did.
Oh, you did. Oh, okay. I didn't see that. So they passed. Okay, then I've got these chaps here are going to fire there. So I've got 8 to 6. It's a 1-to-1 shot, and that's a miss. Then I've got these guys here. So it's a 1-to-1 shot on your guys that are there. 52. That's a hit, and that's their 3rd hit. So they need to make a morale check. And they're +6 because they're in the church, and then probably a plus something else for the leader, but they've got a -6 for being half dead. So it's
I
just...
rolled a 61, so they're
Oh,
good.
yeah, okay. So they don't care. It's the advantage of...
The church.
Yes, indeed. Okay, moving right along then. Let's move up here. I've got one more set of guns here. These guys can fire. And let's see, we'll fire here on these chaps. So it's going to be 4 to 8. So it's a 1. Well, do I want to go there? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll fire here on your horses. So it's a 1 to 2 shot on your horses. Here we go. Or 1 to 1.5 shot. Nope, that's a miss. And then I've got these guys here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They'll fire at La Salle. It's a 1 to 3 shot. And that's a miss. Okay. That's it for my for my firing. Now, do I want to do an assault? I've got 6 there and another 8 there. Well, I got 4 and 8, so I got 12. I got 12 to 3. I've got 4 to 1 odds. That's going to provide some slight benefit. +6 on my attempted attack on the church. Yeah, we'll give it a try. So these two guys are going to try to assault there. So for this one here, I've got a +7, and he's going to go in. And then this guy's got just a +6. He's probably not going to do it. That's going to be a 23. He's a 25. He is going to disorder. All right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3. He goes back. All right, so we've got this attack here.
I got half of my stuff left.
So
No, 8 or 7.
So I've got 19.2.
So it's 2 to 1.
2 to 1. I've got a +1 for my leader. What's your leader add in?
+2.
So it's a 2 to 1 with a -1. All right,
And
let's
that's
see.
played 7, 14, half of 7 is maybe it's 2.5 to 1.
Yeah.
7 to 19.
Yeah.
2.5.
Yeah, so it's 2.5 to 1. Okay, 2.5 to 1 with a -1. 13, that's pretty bad. That's nothing. It's a blank. So what happens on a blank? Defending infantry. All attackers and defenders retreat 1 hex. No loss for either attacker or defender.
And the ones in the granary do not retreat, or the church. I believe that's part of the special rules.
Yeah, there was something about that. Let's take a look and see what it says.
Hey, you don't check morale as a part of the pre-marine morale check. Additionally, the unit's morale is improved. Blah blah. Defender suffers due to roll disorder in place. A disorder in place. Increment loss for the total. Defender doesn't retreat.
So if it's DD, it doesn't retreat. So this wasn't a DD. So the question is, what? The spirit is that they don't retreat, so they shouldn't retreat.
That's the way I would interpret it.
That would be the way I would interpret it too. So this guy is just going to go back 1. All right. Cool. All right, then I've just got, I think, the one guy that needs to check morale. That's this chap over here. Let's see how we do. 36, going to be a 33. And he's going to pass.
And you got that PGD guy up there from the cavalry from before.
Oh, yeah. Give me a second. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can find that. Oh, yeah. So this chap that's up here, -6. Oh, yeah, he's going to keep running. 1, 2, 3. Well, he'll probably just go right here because we're more than 15 away. Yeah.
In that swamp, he can't go in there.
He can. It says that units that are routed can enter swamp.
Okay.
So infantry that are in skirmish can, but units that are routed can enter swamp. I seem to recall seeing that somewhere here. Let's just double check. Am I correct?
Yeah, I mean, they can retreat through a swamp, yep.
Oh, it says, but if there's no other retreat until they're
Oh.
out of the swamp. Okay, so they wouldn't go into the swamp. All right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Way up there. Okay, cool. Okay. And then we got this guy here who's no longer exhausted. And he should be in. There we go. Okay. That's it. Did you got everything taken care of on your side, Albert?
I think so.
Okay. Cool. Oh, and we forgot to take off cavalry that was exhausted. So I took the ones that were off on our side, but you've got one that's down here.
Where?
No, not you. The French do. This one
Oh.
that's down here, north of the bridge.
No, it doesn't come off this turn.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, okay.
He just recovered.
All
He
right.
just recovered in our turn, so it'll come off the next French turn.
Okay. All right.
That's why I got a little French thing on there.
Okay.
so.
Good. Thanks. I just noticed that, and I saw that we'd forgotten to take ours off during the French turn. So, okay. Good. That seems to have taken care of things. So we're now at the 4 o'clock turn. Just one short turn away from the French getting desperately needed reinforcements. All right. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to try to do another turn, or?
One turn away from reinforcements is the 20 turn.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's 4 o'clock now. I think at 4:20 you guys get
We get an
reinforcements,
infantry
right? Yeah, you get infantry division, Saint-Cyr's infantry division.
Oh, yeah.
No, we at least get a core, I think.
You are getting a corps. That division will make a corps.
Hmm.
Yeah. You know, you don't get bonus. You don't get a bonus corps. So, I don't know. What do you guys want to do? We've, we just spent about an hour and 15 minutes. So, do we think we can get through another turn? Or did we want to, what do you guys want to do?
I mean, I'm good for
I'm
another.
good. I'm good.
Same here. Then let's go ahead and do another turn.
All right, can we have a quick meeting
Yep,
there?
yep. You guys can do a quick meeting. We'll do a quick meeting. We can all meet quickly. All right, Albert. How are things going on your side of the world? Did you have any success shooting at him?
No, none. It was uneventful.
Okay. Well, that's kind of par for the course, what we can expect. So, all right. Well, I've got more stuff coming in, so I'm going to start seeing if I can't make make some assaults here on Aspern. I mean, the problem is my guys just are not all that motivated. And they're just going to get blasted the hell out of with the artillery. So that's the downside. Oh, well.
Well, you can go around here on the side, can't you?
Well, I've been trying to kind of slowly push. Well, he's got guns there. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a case of kind
talking
of
about down here.
Yeah. I'm going to try to see what I can do over on that side of the world, and just kind of keep pushing so I can hit him on 3 sides, maybe. I was really hoping to take the church, but it's probably. I mean, he might be able to, if he can. It should be good for him to pull that unit out and put something else instead. Yeah, cycle that guy out. But we'll see what he does. But yeah, at
Yeah,
this at this particular stage, I'm just going to just keep putting pressure on. But all those guns up on the north, it's just
mm-hmm.
meat grinder trying to send anybody in. So,
Right.
how far away are you? Still 3 turns, 4 turns?
Still off a ways.
Yeah. Well, I've
Yeah.
got these other guys that just came down the road. We can start to fan them out across this space here,
Mm-hmm.
type of a thing, and see what we can do over there. So, at least to back up our cavalry a little bit with some infantry. And
Yeah,
since he's
maybe
already
we
got
make a-
all of his guns pretty much committed elsewhere,
Maybe we try and push them out into this area.
yeah, we can
Start-
start to do that. I can put the
Especially
guys
this
in.
cavalry over here.
Yeah,
And they're trying to come around to the sides of the guns so they don't do so much damage. Oh, that's not that easy to do, but we can kind of combine arms, push this cavalry
yeah, start to
back
push that
right
stuff
in
back.
here.
Yeah, no,
Push this back a little bit.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, where is the division of the cavalry? Where do you control the cavalry in?
I basically got basically that 13, 15 Hussar, and
Okay.
and basically everything kind of west of that. So it basically
All right.
gives me 3 Hussars and that dragoon,
Okay.
and then the rest of the stuff is yours. And then I've got that other Hussar that came back. I'll kind of put him in and plug him in. Yeah, we'll just kind of see how we can.
Okay, we'll bring a couple of these guys up into this area right in here, maybe, to help you if you need to.
Okay, well, we'll see. We've got to kind of
Alright.
cover the screen of the troops that are coming in, so we want to try to
so
do
far
our
they're-
best.
Yeah, they're so far away that it won't matter
I know.
at this
I know.
point.
Yeah. So okay, cool. Let's head up
All right.
back to the lobby. We kind of have a sense of what
Okay.
we want to do. So. All right. All right, so, well, kind of see what we can do. It's just a slow grinding process.
Yeah, it's a war of attrition. And then suddenly, at the moment of decision, Napoleon strikes at the salient and crushes everything.
Oh, well, that didn't really happen. I think it was a case where
Oh, not here, not here. I
no,
guess.
not here at all. Yeah,
Not here.
this was
Well, not much happened on this day. I think it was it was a bigger Austrian push the next day, wasn't it?
Yes.
Second day?
Yeah, the second day. I think it was a little bit more. Certainly, lots of stuff, but this day was particularly bloody. I think historically, lots of losses, and the village had lots of back and forth, sort of head-to-head combat stuff going on in it. So it wasn't exactly a walk in the park. It was pretty much nasty business.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right.
yeah, but then I think the next day it was more of a concerted, because I think pretty much by that time almost all of the Austrians had shown up, and I don't know that the Allies, I mean the French, had much that they had much stuff that showed up yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so this is what? What day is this one? This is the 21st of May. Yeah, so the 22nd of May. I guess there's a possibility that Davout could show up. They've got a couple of different scenarios here where you can have a lot more potential for things happening. What's their historical one is... Yeah, the 22nd of May. Starts at, looks like 5 a.m. Yeah. And you've got Legrand, Baudet, Massena, which are all here on the board now. Saint-Cyr, who's showing up. You've got most of the cavalry. The only thing that's different is they get an infantry division at 5, another infantry division at 6, some artillery at 7. So they start to get, so on the second day they get more, but there's not a whole lot more because those bridges kept getting knocked out. So it's a pretty close thing for the French on the second day, which is why Napoleon opted to pull back and lick his wounds.
He's had some losses here, and he's got 5 units that are down by almost half.
Yeah, we've done a fair job. Particularly those heavy guns have been having some fun, and he's got some stuff that's routed. At least we're in. I mean, I've got a couple of units that are more than half dead. I've got a Grenzer that's only 2 increments left. So we've had a few losses ourselves here. So
well, you might be able to get the 2. Oh, that's the Kiev. No. Okay. You got some more artillery you can deploy.
Yep, I'm going to bring some more stuff down and start blasting. So try to do the best I can to blow things away.
You get any Grand Battery or any? Got anybody that can?
None of my guys. I've got one chap who's got a artillery bonus, so he can combine 2 hexes, but he's not good enough to do anything else. Yeah. So, all right. Yeah, and I can't remember in the rules who they've got, if it specifies who they've got can do a Grand Battery. I mean, I'm sure Napoleon can. Maybe they've got a few other chaps as well.
Hello.
Yeah, so Napoleon and Larbosiere are special abilities. Otherwise, everybody else, including our guys, are just, 2 hexes combined kind of a thing. So, all right, you guys are back.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is the question we always ask. Do you have any cavalry charges?
Do I have any cavalry charges? Actually, I wasn't even. We were looking at other stuff. I wasn't even, okay, do I have any cavalry? Nah, I don't think so. I'm happy just to sit here and wait for this. Make rude noises at you from across the lines.
There you go. You do your best Monty Python impression, where you are up there on the top of the castle, making your French
Launch
a
dead cow at us.
Our local theater here is gonna be I think next week is gonna show
Spamalot.
is gonna they're gonna show Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh, that should be fun.
Yeah, I'm contemplating going there.
All right. Well,
All right. Well, if there's no cavalry charges, we can go straight to movement.
Okay.
So, Robert, if you want to go to the game room 1, we can go have our fun down there. All right. What have you got for us today, Mr. Bond?
Well, let's see. We only have 3 increments down here left. So
yeah, he should actually just be in 1 hex.
Okay.
And when he got shot here, he should have like recoiled into that hex. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll just continue our movement here. So that would be. So that would be 4, and then cross the 2, so that'd be 3, that'd be 7. Okay. Now, over here, you've been kind enough to vacate the hex. This out of the church. We're going to move these couriers out of the church.
Right. So he can't go into this hex here because it's already at stacking limits. So he could go here. He could go there.
He'll go 1, 1, and then.
So downslope is +1.
4. Oh, okay. So that'd be 2.
And then
5.
the garden is 2.
No, it's 3, I think.
No, it says garden is 2 for infantry.
Oh, okay.
Woods
So
are
that-
3.
2, 4. 6.
Yep, that'll work.
I just do. What's going on with me? Isn't Z to rotate?
Yeah, Control Z turns you, I think, to the left. Control X turns you to the right.
Something's not working. Those guys. Something's not working with my thing.
Who are you trying to move?
I'm trying to rotate a unit and it won't do anything.
So you got to click on it first. So
I
it's
click on
highlighted.
it, then I click Z and it's not doing anything.
Oh, it's Control Z.
No, Control Z. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's
Yeah.
I forgot. All right. And then where was the leader?
Brave General Molitor.
This guy's good. Yeah, we'll switch him. Brave General Moritar's.
Put Marshal Oudinot in there instead. I don't know if he's a... Yeah, he's a marshal now.
Then... Oh, that's Marcena. Said he can go 12. So 1, 2, 3, 8. Back there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Emperor is going to come.
Oh, you got Napoleon moving in.
He's going to do a little artillery. Firing, if I can take this stuff. You can still shoot out those two sides.
Well, you're in general order, so you've got only
hex.
one rear hex, which is that hex there. So.
And then they got me covered.
Yep.
Okay. And then we moved him back there. Five. But then he goes for a ride if they still don't, right?
Yes. Yeah. So if they fail, he'll presumably go along with them until they recover.
Don't forget the guys on the road.
What's that?
Don't forget the guys on the road.
Oh, you got those guys in the road column. Okay, thanks.
And the other two lights that I sent over there.
2, 4, 6, 2. Yeah. Then that needs to be covered. So they're in road column, so 1. It costs what, 1 to go out of road column?
Yes, to change formation.
Napoleon only adds for artillery what?
Looks like he just adds 9.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
I don't know why you've got him there, Robert, unless you really...
I thought he was
just
12.
one stray shot.
I thought he did 12.
And
yeah,
and the battle is over if he gets killed, or
Well, it's not. There's no rules about that. So
there's no rules.
if he dies, what does it have? It doesn't matter. The game's not over.
Oh,
Not in this one. It's
Yeah.
not like
No, really? Okay. Well, usually that's the case.
yeah. Usually that is.
Well, if that's the case, then I won't put him there. If that's the case.
Yeah, I mean it's true. All it is holding the towns. So yeah, Napoleon could get killed, and and as long as you hold the town, it's a victory.
yeah.
That's hilarious.
Now,
We need to notify them of the absurdity of that.
when you were doing the tower, or the artillery the turn before, you were adding another +2. What was that from?
Who? Who, me?
No, when I thought they were.
When Robert was shooting?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had Messena was stacked in that hex.
Yeah, Messina and stuff. I thought
Yeah.
there was an extra.
So there might have been a
Oh,
plus because he was shooting because my units were in
More
column, and so
Right.
they were like a big stack. So there's 11 increments. So he got a +2 on that for that. So maybe that's what you were thinking of. So it was a +2 on top of whatever the leader bonus was. So
All right. Is there a plus for shooting at your 2 stacks of? So there'd be 4, and aren't they at count as 4? So 16. So it'd be a +7 there.
I don't know what unit are you talking about?
Your artillery.
I've only got 4 increments of artillery there.
Yeah, but usually they count 1 increment usually counts as 4.
Um,
That's what I'm asking.
yeah, no, it doesn't. In this particular rule set, it doesn't, and in fact, in the other rule sets, it doesn't either. It's just whatever it is. So you don't get a bonus for the artillery because the artillery is not a big mass of people like you would have with. Yeah, I mean, look at some of these.
If you've got all 2 batteries or 4 batteries of guns there, yes,
I
it is
don't.
a
I just
mass.
have 2 batteries there.
2 full strength batteries. It's still a mass, but okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, so the way they have it set, they don't have anything for that. They only have the limitation of like 4 to a hex for road column. Now, maybe in some of the other rule systems, like if you're stacking, they'll count, as I recall, maybe from 3rd edition and maybe from Marie Louise and the others, they'll count each increment of the battery as being worth 4. So say your stacking limit is, say, 18, and you've got a battery there, it counts as 8. So that means the biggest battalion could be stacked with it would have 10 increments to be a total of 18. So that's where that would come in for stacking purposes. But that's, I think, in Marie Louise and Regs and maybe 3rd edition. But it doesn't count anything for, adding any factors to stuff. So, all right. Anything else exciting? Have you guys got all your movement done?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's no defensive fire. We don't have anything that's adjacent. So it's just offensive fire time.
Okay. Well, we'll give that shot. We're gonna fire from here to here.
Well, do you have a line of sight there?
Yep. Along the side of a hill does not block the line of sight.
Yep. So you've got a shot there.
So we got 19 to
19 to what is it? 8.
So we got a 2-to-1 with a +9.
Yep.
Okay, let's roll high. There we go.
Yep, 51 or higher. Oh,
So
nice.
46.
Not
So
quite.
that's not enough. That's going to be a 50 something. Nope, that's a miss.
6.
3 more higher would have done it.
63. Yeah, we need to get.
Yeah, 2-to-1. You need a 66 to take out 1 increment of artillery.
Well, we thought we'd try.
Well, it's better than a poke in the eye.
Yeah. Well.
All right, what's your next shot?
Okay. Then we have these guys here. And
Shoot the Hungarians.
these guys?
Yep.
Oh, because we're along the hillside there.
Yep,
Yeah.
they can be shot at. So you're going to have 28 to. I'm a big stack there, right?
So it's
You're taking some losses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, I'm so defensive 9. So you're going to have a 3-to-1.
3-to-1 with a +6.
You're assured at least a hit.
No.
So that's going to be a 32. That's one hit.
That's it. Oh.
Okay.
So they're okay. They're like half dead.
They're less than happy. Let's just put it that way.
Okay. These guys will fire 7 to
7 to 9.
So do it you'll do it on that hex, right?
yeah
Okay. So 7 to 9.
with a +1. Oh no, it's because they're split. So okay, 7 to 9.
Nope, that's a miss. All right. Next shot.
These guys here.
Okay. So you've got
Hold on.
12.
So,
12 to 9.
Oh, against this side here.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, let me flip the leader to see what a +2.
+3 or with 2, or no, he's plus nothing, right?
+2.
Oh, that's right. That's our
Yeah, Bertrand.
upper right.
No,
is artillery.
23. That's a miss.
Lots of misses. Okay, all misses. That was terrible. Oh no, he hit those one guys.
Okay.
All right. Any Dave, you have your shot, or did you already do it?
Already did it.
Okay.
Cool.
We'll
All
try to
right.
bring you
Now it's time
guys
for recovery.
So we got
See.
Messina trying here. So they got a minus.
They're going to have a -6 for being routed, and then whatever Messina adds in.
So 5. So just a minus.
-1.
Nothing. All right.
Nothing like
Going
rolling
for
a 12.
1, 2, 3.
And he'll keep running. Another
6.
7.
All right. We got these guys here. They're half dead, and so this is -12.
They got a -12, but +1 for Becker, so it's only a -11. 34. Now they're going to keep running as well.
These guys here.
And you've got a -9 on those guys.
So to stop running, they got to be in general order terrain.
Yeah, general order terrain and at least 15 or more hexes away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They're exactly 15 hexes away, so they'd need to move one more hex back if they fail. So roll your dice.
They're only 12 away. So. Okay.
Who are they within 15 of?
Well, I've got a skirmisher here. I've got infantry here. So,
Oh, 62.
yeah, they're fine. They're going to recover with a rule like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, here's 15 hexes from that closest skirmisher.
No. We were talking about this guy that was stacked with Origi.
I'm talking about this guy that had to go back further, so he could have stopped right here in the general
Well,
order.
He didn't have enough movement points to go into that hex
Well, he
yet.
could have probably gone into that one because he would have been still coming back.
But it costs 3 to go in there. So he'd be here, and then next turn you could move him in there. So he was here. Actually, he was here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is there. There's not enough points for him to go into that. So that's where he would park.
Well, that's 7. So.
Yeah, 7, and he's only got 7 movement points. So.
All right. I think that's it. Everything else is good.
All right. Now, I say he could have gone here. He's still 15, and he's in general order there. But
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I I mean,
Which one?
he failed his morale check, so give me another turn. I'll have moved forward another hex or two, and it's the same difference. So, all right. That it for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I have anything left. Hold on.
All right. So it's time for the Austrians. I don't have any charges. Do you have any charges, Albert?
Oh, sorry, I was asleep. Okay, yeah. I was like Kutsov. I was taking a nap.
Kutuzov. There you go.
Kutsov, yeah. No charges for me.
Okay, no charges for me. So we can go to our exciting and fun movement.
All right. Are we all going to do it here together? Or are we going to get?
Oh, we can
go to a room.
we can go separately. If you and David want to pop over somewhere, and then you can join us here in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
So
all right, we'll go. I'll go where David goes.
all right. So Robert, let's start down here in the swamps. So this guy is going to move here and pivot. So that's 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7. He's there. All right. And these guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And they don't have enough movement to go any further. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. See, this guy here is going to advance. So let's put him right there. And let's see, this guy will go into line, and then this guy will go into line. Well, actually, I'll just move this guy here. Yep. And this is going to be 4, and that's going to be 3. And
Wow, they have nice morale.
that's my Spanish mob.
I guess
1,
so.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's pretty much garbage. These guys can go. We'll put them in skirmish. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll put them right there for the moment. Okay. What else do we want to do? Well,
Hack every hex.
yeah,
There's that garden hex that's just empty there.
I
just
know
waiting.
it is. I'm gonna push my little peasants forward. Forward, peasants, forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are you moving all that stuff up
1,
above?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Are you moving that? Oh, I see.
Yeah, moving stuff that's up in the
Push dot.
up in the upper areas, upper reaches.
Just more stuff. More stuff.
Exactly.
More artillery. More.
Yep. All right, I got these guys here. I got some troops I could throw in.
Get the Turks to attack you.
Yeah, I know. All right. One,
Let's see.
two,
Their
three,
their
four,
army at this
five,
period
six.
of time was worse than worse.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They wouldn't have been able to fight out.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put them over that way. 1, 2, 3 and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
We need our A10 warthogs to strafe the road.
I know. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, I don't think they can do that. Because it's going to cost 2, 4. So that's...
Dropping them out of road order?
Well, I'm trying to figure out the stuff with road order. I mean, I paid for the head of the column. So it's the question is, do I pay for everybody else as they go through that hex of the thing? So I'm going to presume that it's 2, 4 for those guys to go there. So that means I can go 5, 6 and get here. So I can just kind of move 2 through, since that village cost 2 for each.
Right. Or,
Yeah. So it's almost better to go off-road at some point.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see here. Well, I guess we can do our shooting. So defensive fire, you've just got the guys in the church that I'm aware of.
I think that's it. You got the artillery sitting there.
So this is your best shot, because I've got a fire defense of 7 there. So you'd have a 1-to-1 shot there, while everything else is going to be...
Oh, because you're stacked with artillery.
Because I'm stacked with artillery. So instead of it being worth 9, it's worth 7. But that's presuming your guy's got a fire of 7. No, it's 6. So you're still at 1 to 1.5.
No matter who I shoot at.
No matter who you shoot at, correct.
These guys check on evens. Let's go after what's left of this guy.
Okay.
Well, if I shoot these guys... Oh, but your artillery... Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll shoot those guys.
Okay. Take your shot. 54. That just missed it.
No, I needed a 55.
Yeah. And there's not enough of me left anymore to make a difference.
Oh, no.
So, all right. Let's go bowling, shall we? So...
There isn't bowling in this game.
There is bowling in this game. Are these guys in skirmish order?
They're in general order.
Okay, so they were just flipped
Garden.
upside down, so that's why I wanted to...
Oh, yeah, anything in gardens are general order.
Okay.
I got to defend.
Yeah.
Skirmishers can be in skirmish order in there.
I know, but it's not a skirmish unit, so that's why it was like, why it was upside down.
Yes, it is.
This is not a skirmish unit.
I believe it is.
Well, it doesn't
Look
have
it
a
up.
skirmish factor printed on it, and it says it's a line unit.
Okay, no, all right. I was thinking it was those skirmishers that came out of the church. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no.
No, I moved them further away.
Yeah, I see.
They're among a pile of
I thought there
other.
wasn't any bowling in this game. I keep telling
So,
myself.
okay. So here's my question, right? So I've got these cannons here. Can they fire on Napoleon?
Nope, because you said there's a unit in a blocking hex, and it's along the and actually it's not even along the line.
Right. So because I moved this guy here, this
Yeah.
guy cannot fire there anymore.
That's correct.
And by the same token, you can't fire at me. So cool.
Yep.
All right. So then what I'll do is I'll have these chaps. They will fire up here, and these guys will add in. So I will have. That's going to be 20 plus 8. I will have 28 to. What's your fire defense in the garden?
10.
Fire defense of 10. So it's going to be 2.5 to 1 with a plus 2 for my leader. Here we go. 21 plus 2. Nope. That's not enough. So. All right. And then I've got these chaps are going to fire here. So that's going to be 24 to 16. So that's going to be 1.5 to 1. 66. That is a hit and a potential leader casualty.
Ooh, no, you just moved there.
So take a hit, and then let's roll for your leader. A 3. So I think that is a wound of some sort.
Hey, I get to roll for my leader. Anytime.
Well, do you think it doesn't matter? It's a leg wound. Roll 2 dice and see how many turns.
I might have rolled a flesh wound.
Only a flesh wound.
Only a flesh wound.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Roll 2 dice and see how long he is out of commission.
Wait, I got all these guys mixed up now. This guy is not. These guys are back. He's got. Oh, he's got. And then what do I do?
Just roll 2 dice, and then that's how many hours he's out of commission. So 11 hours. So he's basically
11
not coming
hours?
back.
Anytime soon.
Yeah, roll 2 dice for the number of hours out of battle. So he's basically out for the count. All right. I've got these guys here. They're going to fire. I'll fire
What do you
over
think
here.
they would do if you were doing hours? You would do it 1 dice, and if it was or you would be if you're doing 2 dice, it'd be the number of turns.
So they have it here for leg wounds. It's the number of hours. For the arm wounds,
I believe you.
it's
I'm just saying, doesn't that make a little? It's almost always they're going to be out for the rest of the game anyway. So
well, I mean, if you rolled snake eyes, they'd only be out for 2 hours.
2 hours. Yeah,
Arm wound, it's out. It's number of 1 die is the number of hours out. I think in the in 5th edition there was one where like stun or something like that, where you would roll, and that's the number of turns that you're out. So it had it had something like that where you were out for a number of turns. So, all right, I've got these guns here. They'll take a pot shot at these guys here, so that's going to be 4 to 6, and that's a miss. And then I've got these guns here. We'll take a pot shot there, and that's a miss also. And that's it for my shooting. I don't have any assaults this turn. Oh, actually, I do have one more. These guys haven't shot. So at a range of 1, 2, 3, they're going to be 10 to 10. It's a 1-to-1 shot on those guys there.
You have a range of 3?
They're my rifle armed Jaegers, yes. So they have a range of
Oh.
3. So at adjacent, they're times 4. At a range of 2 hexes, they're times 3. And then at a range of 3 hexes, they're times 2. So
And there's 5 of them there?
there's 5 of them there currently.
Wow.
Yeah. So, all right.
Just messed up. I think your game froze again, Eric. The red circles are still on the map. Oh wait, no.
I'm still okay. Looks like I'm still with you guys. So,
Okay.
all right. I think we've only got the one chap that's routed that we need to roll for. I
Yep.
think everyone else has come back. So let me go ahead and roll for that bugger. 65. He's happy. Took a long break. Let's go ahead and mark him.
And the leader was killed. Oh.
Yes, that's the special rule. Except that we didn't have a leader, so we'll just have to say that we're not the French. The French, back in the old days, they might before the first consul, they might have killed their general if they didn't like what he was doing. That wouldn't have been an uncommon phenomenon. So.
We've lost our confidence in you.
Yeah. Okay. So that kind of takes care of it, at least as far as I can tell. So we can advance the clock to the 4:20 turn. So we have slowly Austrian forces piling up, and
We got one division to the rescue.
Yep. You've got Saint-Cyr coming in next turn. Okay, cool. Well,
All right.
if
That was only a 45-minute turn, man.
yeah, well, when we don't, I mean, we don't have a lot of combat, or we don't have a lot of charges. The charges are always what sucks up a boatload of time, and I'm not really in a position to melee yet. So that'll come next turn, right? Well, we'll see what comes next turn. So, all right. Well, that should take care of it.
All right, gentlemen.
I'm going to save our files, and that's going to be the 4:40 4 p.m. turn. Yep, so we got through 2 turns. Not bad.
That's progress.
Yeah, that is progress. So is everybody set for next Monday?
Unless if Kansas goes to the finals next Monday, my wife is a Kansas graduate. I will have to join her in support of the Jayhawks.
Okay.
Or
Hey,
Pace.
I'll
So
win
that we'll see how that goes.
I'll win my family bracket. So if they win, so
Oh, is that what
okay.
you had bet on them?
yeah, I play with my family, or with Ann and Bill. And
Oh, yeah.
kids. I'm in the lead right now, and it's between if she wins with Villanova, I will lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right. Well, we hope that that doesn't happen. But
I watched Kansas play on Sunday. They are really good.
yeah, they did a good job. And Villanova, I think, has some injury to some good guys, but they're still favored. They're still favored, I think.
Are they?
Mm-hmm. Whatever I saw said they were favored, but I don't know. It depends on who's hot.
Yeah.
well, very good. Well,
All right.
We'll see how it
Hey,
all pans out. Take
Hey,
care,
gentlemen.
guys. Yep. Good night, Albert.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Good night.
All right.
You guys off to StarCraft?
Possibly.